give all of you a free prompts database with hundreds and hundreds of prompts.
Wait, what?
Not only to showcase some great prompts, but actually show you how to use it, specifically the app that my databases are built in, Airtable. When it comes to prompt databases, organization, and everything you can do, and the amazing AI that's now built into Airtable, nothing else comes close. And why is having a database so important? Well, it's extremely important because as time moves on, you'll want a place to reflect back on some of the most helpful prompts you've used, created, and discovered. And that's exactly where Airtable shines. Now in this video, I'm gonna go just straight basic because I know many of you may not be too familiar with Airtable just yet. But as time moves on, I'll then start to show you some of the most amazing things you can do. Things like creating interfaces, building automations, using LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and more, all within Airtable. And then instantly 10xing your prompts with AI that's actually built in. And then finally, you can instantly generate AI images as well in Airtable with just one simple click of a button. But for today, let's just go ahead and start from the beginning and from the basics. Now here we are on Airtable, and I can just show you right away, I use this so much. This is my workspace right here, and all of these icons are all individual databases. And so the one I want to share with all of you today, it's going to be called the Free Prompts Showcase. Right now, what you're looking at is a really clean interface. Now, building interfaces is something that's a little bit more advanced. I'll show you how to do this in an upcoming video.
To get the most amazing prompts and databases, click the links in the description.
But if I go up here and I select pricing, you can see right off the bat, we have a pretty good free plan. The free plan will come with 500 AI credits. So anytime you want to implement AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. to perform a task, there's also even AI agents called field agents that can do a lot of things for you, including building your very own database with one click of a button. However, that's for another video as well. Again, a little bit more advanced. But look right down here. Now, the only drawback when it comes to the free plan is going to be this right here. You're only allowed 1,000 records per base. So as a quick example, this is a base right here. So this showcase, this prompts showcase is considered one base. You're only allowed to have 1,000 total rows within the whole entire base. Now, if you're looking at it from this perspective, that's not going to be an issue yet. So for an example, in this prompts tab, there's 130 records. In the cheat code one, there's probably another 50, unique keywords, etc. So we're going to be getting closer to 1,000, but we're not quite there yet. However, if I go to the Mega Prompts database, now this one is going to far exceed 1,000 rows. To be fair, it probably has right now closer to 5,000. So if you have the free account, you may just get this error right here. But that's not going to be a problem at all, because what you can do and really fix this issue is instead of having one large database like the mega database where we're going to have all of these different categories, free pick, AI influencers, prompt generators, etc. Instead of having one large one, the minute it gets to 1,000 rows, what you would want to do instead is just create multiple databases. So instead of having one big mega one, what you would do instead is you would have one for only AI influencers, like right here that I'm hovering over. I also have one that's called AI Films, where it's AI video prompts and tutorials on how to actually make AI movies. But if you want a paid plan, you can see right here, annually it's only $20 a month. You're going to get 15,000 credits and you're going to get 50,000 records per base, in addition to 25,000 automation runs and the most helpful aspect, 20 gigs of attachment space. Okay, this is the one I personally have right here. In my opinion, it's going to be well worth it because, as you could see in my big workspace alone, I don't have just prompt databases. I have everything from stock and investment management to SEO guidelines and to-do lists, building website layouts. Everything is documented heavily in Airtable. Now, the other thing you can do is once you get my database link and you do have an Airtable account, which honestly isn't even necessary, you don't even need an Airtable account because all of these prompts are accessible with just this link right here. So you can come in here and you can click in any of these certain gallery views right here into these individual cells. You can highlight all the prompts and copy and paste all the prompts that you want, get all of the information, and you're going to have read-only access to it. It's always going to be available. That's going to be honestly the easiest way, especially if you don't want to sign up for an Airtable account, which I get it. The easiest thing you can do is also select this button up here at the very top called Copy Base. If you click this button, it's automatically going to put this database into your own personal workspace. You obviously won't get the updates because now it's separate into yours. A simple fix would be just to recopy the base over and over again, or copy and paste the new prompts into yours. Now, the other thing is this. Let's say you don't want to have an Airtable account, and you also don't want just read-only access. You want a lot more access, but in the actual tool that you use. Very simple. Up here at the very top where I'm clicking are going to be what's called categories, okay? Let's say, for an example, you want all of this information in this prompts view right here. So in each view, you can see this is the gallery view. If I select views on the left-hand side, I can then simply select a grid view, and now it's going to look more like this, like a original spreadsheet. Let's say, for an example, you want to import this into a spreadsheet or a Google Sheet. Over here on the left-hand side where it says grid view, hit this drop-down arrow, and then just simply select Download CSV. A CSV file will be downloaded into your documents or into your downloads. Then from there, just export it into any app that you want, including Notion, Google Sheets, Canva Sheets, or even Microsoft Excel. So you have 3 amazing ways to get access to these prompts. However, my most recommended way is simply to sign up for Airtable, at least a free account. There's a link in my description to try it, but I do highly recommend it. Like I said, you'll need a place to organize your prompts. Now, another thing I want to show you is once you get the database, you'll also get access to this view that you see right here. This is what is called an interface. It contains all of the same information, but it's actually in a very clean and just a modern sort of a setup. So for an example, you'll get access to this view as well. So when you get this link right here, let's say for an example, you want to look at the prompt generators tab, just simply select open and you'll get a separate window opening up in this nice clean view. Click on each individual cell. There's going to be that full prompt generator as I click on and off. Going down again, let's go ahead and open up this prompts one. Hit open, and now it's going to populate like this. As you scroll, click in each cell, and there is all the information there as well. This again is what is called an interface, but we'll get to that in another video, because actually an interfaces is actually where you can instantly create images with just a click of a button. So for an example, in my new prompts portal, if I go to what's called my AI creator, inside this interface right here, it does look a little bit different. I can come in here and I built in some additional custom prompting to where if I select this generate image in this blue box right here, I will instantly have ChatGPT generate an image reflective off of these images in this prompt. Then if I select top secret image, it's going to take this original prompt right here, 10x it with the prompt generator I added, and then it's going to read the original AI image and then figure out ways to make it even better utilizing those secret tokens. But again, like I said, that will be saved for a future video because it's important that you understand how to first use Airtable on a more basic level. So like I said, at the very top, these are going to be all of our categories. Starting in the first one, we're in prompts, followed by cheat codes, unique keywords, prompt generators, cameras and lenses, more AI influencers, an AI influencer builder factory, and then again, some more additional products. So if I go back to prompts, on the left-hand side now is what I have called views. If I open this side box right here, it's going to now allow me to create an assortment of different views. Gallery view, again, it's containing all the same info. It's just structured and filtered differently. A gallery view only showcasing just products, editorial, and insane realism. Now, these views are all built simply by what is called filters. So for an example, up here at the very top, if I select filter, I can add a condition. Let's come in here and let's say if I want to create one that just shows free pick, let's say where model is, select the option of free pick, and now it's only going to show free pick related images. I can do the same thing with Midjourney. And now it's going to only show Midjourney images. It's going to be very easy to be very organized. Now, if I'm back over here again, this is the same database. I just now have it in dark mode, which I do prefer much more. Let's also quickly look at the different column types. So we're going to have a drop-down menu here, a full prompt. This is an attachment column to where I can attach images, tags and styles to where I can have a multi-selector and add different tags, and an ID field. That way, each prompt has an ID for easy referencing. But now if I hit this plus button in the top right hand corner, I can add a brand new column. Look at all these amazing options. Now I discussed earlier that we have what's called field agents. This is with the power of AI, where just by simply selecting any of these categories, the AI field agent will instantly build exactly what I'm looking for. So I can select generate content. Let's say I have a prompt over here on the left hand side. I can then select generate content and it will make my prompt better. It will rewrite it. It can do anything that you basically want. For an example, if I have an address and I then select research companies, I can make sure it references the address or URL. It will then do some online research and tell me all about that specific company. The power of AI in Airtable is so amazing. Now, scrolling down, we're going to get a lot more fields, from single line text, long text, and the list goes on and on to where you can see you can really do some creative things. Now, there's a lot more other options to where I can build certain customizations to where I can link up specific items. So here's an example. If I open up a new column and I'm going to type in link to another record, go ahead and select this. Now I'm going to say, okay, right now I'm currently in my prompts category. Let's say I want to link up to the cheat codes one. Select cheat codes and now just select create view. Now watch what this is going to do. It's going to say add a lookup field. I'll select token and image. Okay, now watch this. Just select both. Now what we're going to do is anytime I reference something, okay, let's say this very first one here, I'm going to click into my new column. And let's say, for an example, this first prompt was done using a specific cheat code. Let's say this one for an example. Now, once I click it, check this out. It references it for me. Everything is connected. This first record is now connected to, if I click in here, it opens up and it shows me this record is now connected to, follow the arrow, to this specific record in the cheat codes and tokens tab. That way I can see immediately all the information without having to click back and forth like this between the different categories at the top. Okay. Now again, this may seem a little bit complex. No worries. Like I said, this video is just for a basic level, so we're going to skip the more details there. Now let's continue with the more of the basic necessities. So if I wanted to add another column, I could add one and then just select any of this information I want. Let's say checkbox, and I can just say done, select create field, and now I have all these checkboxes. Easy enough. Now the other thing about Airtable that's pretty amazing is up in the top left-hand corner, we have what's called Omni. If I open up Omni, this is basically AI. It has ChatGPT and all of the other LLMs built into it. I can ask questions. I can also analyze specific views. I can also build specific AI agents. And the list just goes on and on with what you can do with just a simple prompt. But I'll do that in another video. And again, if this all seems so complex, no worries. As long as you know right now how to add just a new row and a new column, that's really all you need to know. In the future, I'll show you a lot more detailed videos, or there's a link in the description to where you can also schedule a consultation with me, and I can show you exactly how to use Airtable, build your own database, and I can even build you your own custom database specifically for anything that you want. So I've been using Airtable for probably at least 12 years, and the other two companies I've had prior, everything was built in Airtable. It's just an amazing tool. Now again, at the top, we also have automations, okay? So if you're ever familiar with tools like Zapier, Make, etc., you can do a lot of the same automations in Airtable. You can also connect external apps. So for an example, if you want to back up your whole database to Google Drive, you can do that. Okay, so now let's take a look at how we can actually search for prompts that we want. Let's say, for an example, I want to search for a specific keyword. Let's say the word confident. In the top right-hand corner, there's a small magnifying glass. I can type in the word confident, and it will populate and it will search and find it. You see now how it's highlighted in that yellow outline? That's all you have to do. But when you use this magnifying glass, it's only going to search the current base that you're in. Watch this though. Now up at the very top, if I select tools in the top right hand corner, we have what is called extensions. Okay. Now an extension is a whole nother plethora of interior apps. You can see I have extensions made by Airtable and other extensions by external third parties. Okay. For now, I really wouldn't worry about these. The only one I would use is what is called the smart search, meaning right over here on the right-hand side, now if I search for something, let's say the word woman, and I hit that search button right there, it not only will just populate with those specific images or prompts in this one category here, but you could see it's going to search and find everything throughout the whole base. So right now I'm in prompts. It also shows me certain ones in the view unique keywords. It shows me every area in the whole base where I can find that word woman, okay? And again, I also included some instructions over here that you can open up simply by just selecting tools and then extensions. Since we're back in here again, let's go to a grid view now. Let's say, for an example, you want to make a filter of only showing the images that are free pick. Hit that filter button at the top right, hit that add condition, hit that model, and is free pick. But let's say we want to show only free pick and Midjourney. So instead of is, we're going to say is any of, and now select the options you want. Free pick Midjourney, not Leonardo AI. And now look at this. It's only showing me free pick and Midjourney. To remove it, click it again and hit that trash can. Now the other thing you can do is group it. So let's say we can make this a lot more cleaner. Up in the top right hand corner, just simply select group. What do you want to group it by? How about model? If I select model, now look, everything is grouped by the specific model. In the top left-hand corner, there's an arrow. I can collapse it, each one, and now everything is collapsed. There's 107 prompts for free pick, 18 for Midjourney, 5 for Leonardo, and now I can just select and open up the specific group I'm looking for. You can also do the same thing by sorting. So sorted by a field, I have it sorted by date. I can also X this out and say, let's sort now by the ID. Hit ID, and I'll do it by ascending or descending. So now you can see, here's my ID. It is now sorted ascending to descending. So filtering and sort is going to be so incredibly helpful. I can also adjust on the right-hand side my row height. If I select row height, I can make it, right now it's on medium. I can make it short or even extra tall. That way I can see more information. So let's just say, for an example, you wanted to add a brand new category at the top. Over here on the right-hand side, select this plus button, and you can either create with AI or start from scratch. If I select create with AI, look at this. It's going to say, what do you want to track or manage? You can tell Airtable the exact sort of new category or new view you want to create. It will instantly do it for you. But that's not even the most impressive part yet. Watch this. If I go back home to Airtable, let's say I want to make a whole new base and I hit that create button. If I now select build an app with Omni, look at this. It will automatically build a base for me from the ground up. I have options right here. AI metrics, project tracker, dataset manager. If I said something like create an app that showcases images based on prompts used, I can go ahead and select build it. Now, it's automatically going to build a completely whole new base or an interface for me specific to exactly what I was looking for. Now, speaking of, the other cool thing about that as well is that instead of wanting to build it from scratch, there's now an option down here that's called import spreadsheets. So let's say, for an example, you exported another prompts database from Notion or Google Sheets, Excel. I can then get a CSV file. I can then import it by clicking this button. It will build the custom database for me based on the information in the spreadsheet that I'm going to be attaching. But back over here, look at this. It's adding the final touches, and it's called my prompt image showcase. And now you can see it automatically built me an app. Now, what is an app? An app is just another term for what I shared earlier, also known as an interface. So again, if you don't want to build an interface from scratch, you can have Omni, their AI, do it for you. And it did this all on its own. So on the left-hand side, you can see as I select edit prompts, add image, management, and gallery, Airtable's AI built this whole entire thing for me. If I select publish, watch this. I'll select both, and now it's official. Here it is. Once it's posted, I now have another chat on the right-hand side, and I can even take it to a whole nother level by giving it a few more prompts and having a back and forth conversation. I can X this out, take a look at this new interface, and I can just simply add on to it. Now again, this is an interface, but now this is basically like having an amazing, clean website in what is called an interface view. So going back to the prompt showcase one right here, let's go ahead and go to, let's say, the cheat codes version. And let me just quickly show you how to add a brand new column from scratch. Okay, now the easiest way to do this is to go back into a grid view. It's going to be a little bit easier. Now, currently, we only have 3 columns. Let's hit this plus button on the top right-hand side and add another column that we can go with. So let's say I wanted to add tags. I would select multi-select. I would name it tags. And now I can go ahead and start adding things right here. Like let's say close up. Okay, hit enter. And I can say cinematic, food products. Okay, the list can go on. I can create the field, and now I can tag everything the way that I want it, okay? Food. So once you start having and adding these tags and all these different categories, that is where the filtering and sorting is gonna come in so handy. Now, when I use multi-select, that is where I can have more than one tag. I can add as many tags as I want. If I come in here and I add a single select field, and I name it something like type, now I can only select one at a time. That's where I can come in and type in Midjourney, Leonardo, etc. Create this field. So now I have a single select one to where I can only select one specific option. Okay, you can add as many of these columns as you want. It's the same exact process as what I just showed you. Even the date field, and I can even have one that's called last modified time, meaning I can have a notification anytime a new prompt is added or even updated. So let's say for an example, if I select formatting, I can include my time or not. Okay, fields, all editable fields. Show me anytime a new field in any sort of column is changed, or I can select specific fields. Let's just say all editable fields. If I create this, now look at this. It shows me the date and time that each one of these were added or changed. So right now this is on 1:29 p.m. If I come in here and I add something, let's say I do anything. Let's say for an example, I add a new tag called cinematic. Instantly on the right hand side, it changed from 1:29 p.m. to now 3:18 p.m. This will be perfect for you in the future to easily sort the prompts to where you improved them. So as time goes on, your prompts may go from bad to better. So if I go back into my prompts one, let's just say I found out a new tip to make my prompt much better, okay? I can come into like this view here, open this up and say, okay, for this woman, I'm gonna add a secret token in the beginning. That way it's gonna make this image look even better. That way now, it will now say my new modified time is today's date. Now I can sort my prompts based on either when they're added or changed, giving me quick access to improved prompts. It's gonna be very easy because that way if you have some good prompts used a long time ago or new, you can easily sort and find them instantly. So those are just the very basics on how to use Airtable. It's an extremely powerful tool. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you want a little bit more information, I do also have more videos on this channel that you could take a look at. Or you can hit me up via the link in the description and I'll be more than happy to schedule a one-on-one consultation call and get any custom database built. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Until then, I'll see you next time.